Hi loves, welcome to my channel. This Mama Loves Crafty Cuteness. Okay, so I'm back with another video that has to do with building my stash. Okay, so like I said, I'm just thinking of trying to throw some ideas out there to help y'all think of some stuff to do and try to get, a bunch of stuff together so that all you have to do is just assemble in the end. Okay, so I had shared that I picked up this little box. It says seasonal sequence mixes, and the thing is that this one happens to be all full of Halloween. And so this is the Halloween sequence that I have in here. This came with little spoons. So I have a pastel sequence that is in here to add. And what I could do is I either add these two projects or I can gift sequence mixes. And then here is another one that matches Frankie Garcia's Luna. So I have that one. And then this one's just one of those really colorful ones that's just fun and yeah, and really cute. So I have those already set up and ready. Okay. Then I was cutting out some of these little cupcakes, so I just decided to do a bunch of them. So I assembled all these little cupcakes. So these are all just a bunch of little cupcakes that are all ready to decorate and put on projects. I do have more of these, but they're in the other room. But I did cut out a bunch of these little donuts, and then you could put different holiday colors on here, whether you want to do Christmas donuts, you could do Halloween donuts, Easter donuts, whatever you want. I had more that were like 4th of July, and I never got to send them out. But so I have some donuts that are all made. Then also I ended up pulling out this bag topper. And so I went ahead and just put a bunch of these already together, whether I decide to gift them or whether I decide to use them. I haven't decided yet, but at least I already have some that are already cut out and ready to go. I was working on a project that had to do with lipstick holders. So I ended up just going through some of my dies. I mean, not dies, but some of my papers. And so I have some Halloween papers here with villains. I have a Winnie the Pooh one, and then I have some right here that are for birthdays. So I figured I already have those already cut out and ready to use, so that therefore I don't even have to go look for my die. They're already ready and done. I have been working on these. I've been working on these like forever. But I painted the apples red. And then I went with puff paint, the black puff paint. I went ahead and used my gun on them so that the paint would puff up. And then I started painting some of them. I started painting this one, and then I went ahead and put the glow-in-the-dark Nuvo drops on here just to see how it would look. But I'm not finished. These are all unfinished. They still need to be repainted. And then these are the little apples that I ended up picking up from AliExpress. And of course, these all need to be repainted, and because this is not the color that I was going with. I just wanted to make sure that I had a background base. And a lot of times too, if you are working like with black, a lot of times it's good to use like a maroon color first before you put another base down. But it ended up working out where you just kind of see a little bit of the black because I wanted that kind of shadowing in there. But so I've been working on those. And those are the magnets that I ended up getting from Michael's. So I got those going. I do have a bunch of these little letters. And so I started spelling out stuff so that whenever I just want to make a charm, I already have them already made. This says Booyah Treats. This one says Trick. This says Scary. This one says Pumpkin. And this one says Scary. And then I have some more that says Spooky, Pumpkin, Eerie, Pumpkins. I don't know why that's... Oh, I see. It says Pumpkins, and then it says Halloween, and then it says Pumpkins again. And then this one says Vamps, Treats, Vamps, Spooky, Eerie, and this one says Casper, and then that one says Scary. So I just got those already ready, so whenever I need them to make some charms, I got those ready. Now, this was a sticker pack that was from Michael's. And it looks like this right here. Except for mine looks like this now. It just has that one page. But I went ahead and I ended up sticking all these little images onto paper so that there is background. So I ended up making these so I have my own ephemera for this Michael's paper pad that is right here. And then there's paper pieces in here that you can cut apart that are like tags and stuff. I've already cut all those as well. And I did the same thing with some of my Luna collection. I've already cut all the tags and pieces for those as well. So I'm trying to get this back in here. I guess it won't work. Okay, I'll get that later. And then Lisa had gifted me some of these little characters. And so I decided to go ahead and make buttons out of them so that I can use these either for a center of a rosette, or I can use them as just glue them on something, or I can go ahead and make the hole and use them as charms. So I got those. And then you guys, oh my gosh, I hate making rosettes. Oh my god, I hate making rosettes. I burn myself so flippin' badly. Even if those little things are on them, I still burn myself. It doesn't matter. That glue just wants to go straight to my skin. So I made a bunch of different rosettes. I got some Jack Skellington ones in here. I got some Sally. I got some other little odds and ends. I got some pumpkins, and then as soon as I decided to make rosettes, my little hole punch ended up breaking, so I ended up using some of them have the hole punch actual color, and then some are older ones, and so the backs are not the greatest, but oh my god, you guys, I'm telling you. And I'm gonna let you know too, glue does age. I decided to use my big glue gun. I have a big one. And so I have these long, big, thick sticks, and I decided to finally use it because I like the small one better. But I had a big project that I was working on, so it was already out, so I decided to use it. And the glue, oh my god, I was having the biggest problems with the glue. It was sticking to everything. I mean, that doesn't matter, it's going to be covered up. But, oh my gosh, it did not want to stay. It was driving me nuts. It just kept popping up and popping up. So then I kept putting a coffee cup on it. But yeah, so I still have lots more to make. So I don't know when those are going to happen. I know it's going to be somewhere in the future because I got burn marks all over. And I got a blister. And then I have some of these little coffins that I picked up from Dollar Tree. I went ahead and assembled them so they are ready to go. And then I was making some ATC cards. So while I was making some ATC cards, I just went ahead and made some extra backgrounds, got those ready. I decided to make some cobwebs, so I have some cobwebs ready. I was using one of my dies that has little bats and bows. So, I see one of my bows is messed up. So, you know what, sometimes when you mess up your bows, because a lot of times I'll use, you can see these ones are messed up. A lot of times I will use just paper that is scratch paper, or not scratch paper, but leftover pieces. Scrap paper, I'm sorry. And so what I was going to say is that, like with these bows, save them. Because it's always good sometimes to put an extra piece on there to make it sturdy, you know? I mean, I wouldn't put two different colors, but it does make it sturdy. So that's always a good thing to save the bows. So even if it's messed up or whatever, sometimes you could put it in the middle to make it more sturdy. Sometimes you could put it on the back because sometimes you're not even going to see it. But yeah, so I made some little bats. So I got a few different ones of those. And these are great to add on some of your projects. I mean, I don't have any here at the moment, or do I? Let me see, 1 second. I might. Okay, this is not going to make sense, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, so I got this little ballerina bear that's already made. And say I want to turn her into a Mickey ballerina bear. I mean, you can just add you can, her head's too big, but say for instance, you could just add something to the back and make her a Minnie Mouse ballerina bear. I don't know, you guys. It's just, yeah. I mean, you can add them to candy corn. You can add them to a circle. You can add them to all kinds of different things. Let me see. Even this. Let's see. So I have a bunch of these. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. You can. There's so many different things you can add them to. Okay. So I have those. And, okay. So I always, when I'm looking for something, I always come across this die and I was like, you know what? I'm going to cut some of these out. So I at least got 2 of these cut out. I used them a long time ago, and they're kind of a bigger die, but they're hard to use sometimes, but on a bag, they would be perfect. So I wanted to make sure I at least had a couple in my stash, so I did cut out 2 of those. I did cut out some of these ribbon dies, because these are wonderful to put, put a rosette on top of here. So like, say for instance, let's get this one right here. So say for instance, you got this little rosette right here. This is a little set. Oh, let's get a better one. Okay, so this is like a Sally die. And you can get this rosette. This just happens to be foam. I did cut some out in foam just to make them thicker. But I mean, you can just put that right on top of there. Add this on there like that or whatever. Maybe those are just not the right colors to go with this. You'd have to find a different color, whatever. But let's see. You guys, I got cobwebs all over, but it doesn't matter. It's Halloween, so you can have the little cobweb thingies all over the place. But so you can just, add that onto, it looks really cute with the rosette on it. So I just made a bunch of those, cut out a bunch of those in Halloween colors. This is my favorite witch's hat, you guys. I love this die. It's an AliExpress die, and I love using this die. So it's a shaker. So you also get, the inner pieces and the outer pieces. Or I'm lying. So the thing is, this one is my favorite, but I'm just noticing right now that there's 2 different ones. So there's this one right here. That is the shaker die, which I absolutely love. And then you have the inner piece, okay? So this is the inner piece right there. So you can save the inner piece and you can use the inner piece for different projects as well, okay? Then there's this other die that I have in my stash. And so you have this little guy right here, which is a really cute one. But what I love about these dies right here fit perfect on an ATC card. So the way you angle it, you just have to angle it, and it fits on an ATC card, so you could decorate it. So cute. Okay, so there's those. Then I have some of Erica's cauldrons, because you got to have some cauldrons. So I got a bunch of different cauldrons. This is a shaker, so you can actually, once you pop this little piece out, you can use that little piece for, different cauldron pieces. Plus I got so you got this one right here you can actually use if you wanted to. And then I also had Timmy's, which is a big one too, which is really super fun to use as well. So if you need a bigger size, I got some Timmy ones too. And then I have my little witch's boot. This one I did end up doing some foam pieces, so I have that. And this, my friend Carrie, I ended up cutting her some of these and sending it to her, and she made the cutest memory decks out of it. So I have those as well. I have a bunch of these already cut out, and these are just like little witches hats. These are supposed to be bag toppers. So I have these cut out, so they're ready to go ahead and decorate. Whether I use it for a bag topper or I use it just to decorate, they're already ready in different colors. I have a punch that punches out a bunch of different size bats. So I went ahead and punched it like 3 times. Then, oh my goodness. Okay, so I wanted to do Poochie Tats Tag Timber, but you guys, I just don't have time. I've been doing so many things. I just don't have time. So I don't know what that is. So I ended up punching out, not punching, but die cutting a bunch of different tags. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and have all these tags ready. And I have so many different ones. This one, it's so funny. This one I thought would match this. But when I put it close to it, it doesn't really... Oh, I guess it kind of does. I guess it kind of goes. It was one of those things that I was like, okay, I think that will match. And I didn't match it together. I looked at the color and I thought, oh, this one will probably match. So I guess it can go. So I did make some of those so that I can put some of these little tags, you know, use the tags and use it with that. So, and then I have, oh my gosh. Oh, these ones are just some extra white pieces so I can make the tags thicker. So you guys, I just have like a bunch of different colors, a bunch of different sizes, different little odds and ends. So yeah, so I got a bunch of tags. So I am set for tags for a while for Halloween. I should have did Christmas too, but I just did Halloween. Okay, so then I ended up making some sequence mixes. I did order from the Magical Mixery, which is Sarah's store. I ended up ordering one mix, and because I thought it would go good with my Minnie Mouses. So I did add it in there, plus I added a bunch. Once I saw what she had in there, I went ahead and just pulled the stuff out of my sequence, and I added some beads to it so that it shakes really well. So I made my own little sequence there. I figured if I did something with pastels, I know there's flowers in here and there's some little Mickey heads and stuff. So this is like a little Disney one, but I figured I can just add bats and I can add spiders and I can add whatever I want to make it Halloween. So I do have that. And then I did, you know, this is kind of like, this is Halloween, but I just wanted to share. I did make a Christmas one. Isn't that cute with the little gingerbread? And it's got little candy canes. It's got gingerbread houses in there. I thought that was cute. And then I might have already shared this one, but I did do a poison apple one. And so, yeah, this is a poison apple one. And then I made that one as well. Okay. And then I was watching Betty and her channel, and she had made the cutest little pail with Scrap Diva's designs. So I sat there and I made a candy corn little thing so that I can do the front. And then while I was at it, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do one with glitter. So I have a glitter front, and then I have one that's like, you know, just ink. Sorry, I was going to say paint. It does have paint splatters on there, but I thought her idea was so cute with her little candy corn bucket, so I did make some little backgrounds. But like I said, building my stash. This is all just building my Halloween stash so that I could just think, okay, what I need, you know, I need a bag topper, and now I go grab this, and then I'll say, okay, now I got to decorate it. So I'll just go ahead and decorate it, and boom, I already have my bag topper already done. I don't have to go and search for the die. I don't have to cut it out. It's just already done. So I just kind of keep all these together and keep them try to keep them all organized so that it's already ready to go. But that is my share. Hopefully, you know, some of these ideas will pop in your head and you'll have some ideas to help you, you know, get some of your stash together. And it's so crazy because as soon as I'm done with all this, you know, I'm going to be having to make some Christmas stuff. But gosh, you know, Christmas, it's going to sneak up on us before we know it, you guys. Absolutely. And it's so crazy because by this time of the year, I already have all my Halloween stuff up, and I haven't even pulled out my Halloween stash. All my crafting stuff. I just been using whatever I've been purchasing. So yeah, cute stuff this year. But I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Hopefully, like I said, this ideas, you know, all these little ideas help you with your crafting. And I will see you guys all on the next video. Bye, guys.